Earlier tonight at 6 on News Channel 3, I went in depth on the worker shortage, how it's affecting all of us, and what Valley businesses are now doing about it. Here now is my full interview on the issue with USC finance and economics professor, Dr. Emily Nix.
Emily, first off, where are the workers?
So if we look at the most recent Bureau of Labor Statistics numbers, the JOLTS data, we have the numbers from November. We don't yet have December numbers, but it looks like a lot of workers are quitting. So in those November numbers, we found that 4.5 million workers had quit nationwide. Now that's not very bad because at the same time, there's a lot of hiring going on. So there were about 6.7 million new hires. So there's just a lot of churn in the labor market right now. Workers are quitting jobs as they find better paying jobs, better jobs, and they're moving on to potentially better salaries, better benefits, things like that. And that if you're a small business owner, you're having to compete and you're losing workers to this churn.
Is there a certain type of industry that this is affecting the most?
Yeah, so when we look at the data, they also subdivide it by sectors, and we see that the sector with some of the highest quit numbers is hospitality. So think your local restaurant. So if you're a local business owner and you have a restaurant, you're not imagining it. It really is. There's a lot of churn in your sector right now, and so we're seeing pretty high quit rates, as well as high reemployment as restaurants scramble to try and find new employees.
How much of this is because of the pandemic?
So I think that this is a lot due to the pandemic. So there's saying exactly why we're seeing this labor shortage is really tricky. A couple of things I will say. We had a record high increase in unemployment back in March 2020. So as a labor economist, those numbers looked terrible. Now, since then, we've actually had a really, really fast recovery, especially when you compare it to past recessions like the Great Recession from 2009. So that's been good for workers, good for business. The stock market hasn't had this tanking that we've seen in past recessions. It's done well. At the same time, there's a big discussion of a lot of people are calling this the Great Resignation. I would actually give it a different name. I would say this is a great reshuffling. We've seen a lot of workers coming back into the labor market. They're facing what's now surprisingly a very tight labor market. And so workers are kind of saying, I didn't love my job before. It didn't seem to have much of a ladder to get to better things. And so I'm going to look around and I'm going to reevaluate and think about, can I find a better job? And so if you're an employer, you're going to have to compete with other people trying to hire away your workers who can maybe offer more.
What are some ways that employers can cope with this?
So bottom line, if you cannot compete on wages, it's going to be hard to retain your workers. And what makes this extra hard is we have good research showing that a lot of these big companies, so think the Amazons of the world, they are potentially driving up wages. So there's a great study that shows that when these big companies increase their within the company minimum wage, so they just start paying all their workers more, it spills over onto local businesses like restaurants who have to now compete on this wage dimension. So what I would say is if you are offering substantially lower wages, it's going to be hard to compete with someone like Amazon who's offering, say, $18 an hour. That being said, you have to offer some sort of competitive wage, but you can potentially compete on other margins. Like you can treat your employees better than say maybe the Amazons of the world do. You can offer more flexibility. We all know childcare is a complete mess for most parents. So maybe you're better at kind of accommodating your workers with those situations. So I think there are other dimensions you can compete on, but bottom line is if you have a substantially lower wage, it's only rational for workers to try and find the best pay they can to support their families.
How long do you foresee this situation lasting?
So the shortage has been going on for quite a few months now. I think it's probably going to continue. Now, the most recent stock numbers are a little bit tricky, so we'll have to see what happens with that. Hopefully, we're not headed for any dark economic times. But I think right now, it looks like we're going to have, like at least in the next few months, it looks like businesses are still going to have to really compete hard to keep their workers. You've also seen, for example, in the last year, you've also seen economy-wide some big changes. Specifically, some big companies have started huge hiring booms. So Amazon hired well over 500,000 workers just in the last year alone. So you're getting competition from these big companies as well. And I don't see that letting up anytime soon.
Did unemployment benefits play a role in any of this?
Yeah. So if you talk to business owners, they were very much arguing that these unemployment benefits would play a big role. If we look at the data, and as labor economist, that's my job, when you actually look at the data, it actually turns out, surprisingly, because that was a perfectly valid concern, that given the high federal top up on the benefits, maybe workers were staying away because you were making more if you stayed home than if you worked a minimum wage. It's totally rational to stay home. What we saw in the data, though, is we didn't see any big jump in employment following the withdrawal of those federal benefits. So surprisingly, especially probably to these business owners, that didn't seem to be playing the biggest role in terms of holding workers back from reentering the labor force. Although I will say we've had a lot of workers also reenter. And I think it's just a very competitive labor market right now.
Anything else, something that you'd like to say about this whole issue?
Yeah, so I think the couple of big question marks that are outstanding is what's going to happen with Omicron. So those numbers I told you at the start, we don't yet have the December numbers where Omicron was really starting to hit. So we won't get those till February 1st. So hopefully February 1st, we can update you and get a sense for what Omicron's doing to our economy. Because right now, I can tell you, I know plenty of people who are sick. I'm sure all of you know plenty of people who are sick. That is definitely affecting the labor force and businesses right now.
All right, Emily, we appreciate your time. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, great to be here. Great to talk to you.